believing my journey. Yeah, it's Journey. Look it up. It's Journey. It is 120% Journey.
I don't have a job anymore, man. I don't make money. I don't make money. You have like $20? You can double. Yeah, you can double. Don't give up. Yeah.
Papa, yeah! Papa!
I will double. I'll even I like the shirt.
Hey, your shoes untied.
Yeah, Papa!
I'm not falling for that.
No, it actually is.
I ate it for good dinner.
Yes, Noah.
Turn it to 11.
Hey, Noah! Hi, guys.
There's a microphone.
I love you too.
Hey, what up, everybody? Hey, welcome to Coffeehouse. Yeah, this is, for those of you that are new to Northwestern, we normally like to do this in the fall. We usually like to host it in Hospers, but COVID has made us change our plans a little bit with that. So I'll introduce you guys in a bit, just a couple business things. One, make sure you drink as much coffee as you want. Grab stickers, you can grab the old year stickers. If we do get more people coming, like this floor, people can come down here and sit. We got plenty of space with that. Yeah, I think that's all the logistics. So we are Staff Infection.
Yeah.
That's not good.
So this is the RA staff of Hospers Hall. Yeah, they've done a really good job this year. Been through a lot. Not the easiest year to be an RA. Yeah, so we're gonna kick things off here. I guess the only thing to say is, if you don't like this song, you suck.
Yeah, I agree.
You got Simm?
Oh. Yes, Simm!
I'm not going to introduce every act, but I'm here, so I figured I would. Please get up, give it up for, I'm not sure exactly who this is. Some might know him as Liam, some might know him as Yakko. But anyway, he's up next year.
Yeah, Liam, second floor.
Better get this out of the way first. Hello, Coffeehouse! Iowa! I should be in Burbank, up in the water tower, not somewhere where there's still snow on the ground. It's March. No, it's almost April! Anyways, yeah, I should probably sing something for you, you know. Okay, I'll be frank with you. I know exactly what you want. Look at me. I'm Yakko Warner.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. But play along, will ya? I know exactly what you want. You want to hear the one that goes United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, That's what you want to hear, right?
Yakko, that was incredible.
Well, thank you.
But there's some countries there that I'm not sure they exist anymore. So maybe the song's slightly outdated. I was wondering if you had.
Oh yeah, that's why the reboot exists.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, could you share with us something they maybe added to the song?
I don't know if I can, but I do know someone who can. I know an original songwriter who wrote a new verse.
Oh.
Ready, you two? Check this out. Montenegro and Bosnia, Herzegovina, the Soviet Union is gone. South Africa, Mongolia, Latvia, Belarus, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, hey, Kazakhstan, hey, Tajikistan, hey, Turkmenistan, woo, Kyrgyzstan, Armenia, Balu, Lithuania, Serbia, Kosovo, US, Samoa, the Balkans, Brunei, Macau, Crimea, then Eritrea, Ukraine and Estonia, here's Macedonia, New Caledonia, Eastern Slavonia, Ivory Coast, and get ready and enjoy the Solomon Islands. Goodbye.
Sawyer, you need to make a song with the future.
Huh?
You need to make a song with the future.
What's the future?
You need to make a song with the future. Or Drake, bro.
Yeah.
He gets new futures, my god.
The past?
It's still present, bro. It's present.
The present, man. We're still having. Yeah, we're. Shake it! Shake it!
It's almost like Kit said that.
Well, hello, wonderful people. It's a pleasure to be here. So, one of the great things about quarantining was that I got to see Hamilton for the first time in July. How many of you guys seen Hamilton? Hamilton's really cool. Now, when I saw it in July, when it first came out, I was like, you know, maybe I should try being Lin-Manuel Miranda. So here's a poem for y'all, just for fun. I kind of wrote this because, you know, there are some days where you wish you were somebody else? Yes. Well, I wish I was Spider-Man. So here's my poem, I wish I were Spider-Man. I wish I were Spider-Man. Not that I can, but oh, wouldn't it be grand to be Parker? With his hands all sticky, taking stands against threats that are darker than my mere struggles and plans? To be Parker, with his web swinging and watching traffic ebb and flow as he moved, facing robbers and other such foes. Oh, how dope it'd be to do his poses as I coast through the air, soaring everywhere, feeling the wind rushing through my spider-tingly toes. I wish I were Spider-Man. Oh, the fun I would have, not only swinging and posing for the fans, but the good I could do. True, I construe that doing good would be tough, and that the life of Spider-Man is hard to keep up, but saving a lady from electrical fire, rescuing a boy from a wickedly weird wire, freeing a slave from a potential buyer? Lord, hire my services as the spider in all those dire places that I would aim my webs at and fire. For that's grand, in contrast to simply a brick, living his life with non-adhesive hands. I wish I were Spider-Man. All the foes I would have, Dr. Octopus, Venom, Shocker, and Electro, Scorpion, Kingpin, Green Goblin, and Rhino. These villains I face together apart, I'd fight tonight, finish, no matter the start. Spider-Man would finish it, regardless who starts. There would be battles of the century. Each foe and villain would vent, release the power they hold against me, as I would fight and rebound each shot that they lobbed, and take their weaknesses and use them to take back the things they robbed. In great contrast to my adventure of trying to get a job. Now I know having enemies each day is kind of crazy, but I don't want it easy. I think it'd be cool, even amazing, to fight for a cause as clear as morning light. Each night I would sleep knowing that my matches are clashes that are well worth my time and might. Instead, the only might right now that I must exhibit is do homework, get to class, make sure I pass. Is that it? I wish I were Spider-Man. Is that too much to ask? Lord, I know that my current life can be light to those in the night, but I feel like it could be brighter if I was bitten by a sick spider. I could save so many souls, fight evil, swing on poles, rescue countless lives, and even have sick muscles on the side. So Lord, why can't I give this Parker life a try? I wish I were Spider-Man, but hey, not so fast. Being your friendly neighborhood brick Stoscher is also not so bad. For I also have a superpower that kings bow before, for all cower before the power of the Almighty Lord, who's in me every hour that I trust in his word. Yeah! Though I may not shoot webs or fight villains like Apocalypse, instead I fight demons, not with flips, not with sticks, but with words on my lips. I fight spiritual fiends with my deeds. that are for others that are in need. To my enemies, I shoot love that is given to me, especially from Yahweh. No way! I now believe that this life he gave me matters exceedingly more than having to deal with Norman Osborn. I may not always feel heroic or be posing for pics, but my God will see all, be all, and catch me when I fall, and my every mistake he will fix. So there's no need for me to be a man that can stick to walls or do flip kicks. I wish I were Spider-Man, but only in my dreams, for being James Carl Stoscher, cheese bag, son of God, and NWC Red Rider. And although it might be dope to have a nickname like P, I'm glad I can't say I wish I were G. Thank you.
Let's go, Nate!
That's my roommate!
That's my roommate.
So one thing...
Oh.
Hello. So one thing you must know about Brick is that one of my favorite songs in the whole wide world that I listen to all the time is Into the Unknown from Frozen 2. And if you know anything about Tommy Fedora, you know his favorite song is Let It Go from Frozen 1. Yeah. So what if the two songs were combined? Into the unknown. Let it go. Into the unknown. Let it go. Into the unknown. I can hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble, while others don't.
folk song he was going to sing for you. But now you guys aren't going to be able to hear it. I'm sorry, I can't sing it.
Yeah, you can.
However, he did give me a sick note to explain why he couldn't come.
Really?
Now, I know you all really are excited to hear some Irish singing.
Yeah.
So, I will do my best to replicate an Irish accent whilst I read you this note. Let me try to sing a little bit.
Yes.
So I guess I present to you the sick note. Dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of me plight. And at the time of writing, I am not a pretty sight. Me body is so black and blue, me face a deadly grey. And I write this note to say why Paddy couldn't come in today. While working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. Now to throw them down from such a height was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he being an awkward sod. He said I'd have to cart them down the ladders in me hod. Now, clearing all these bricks by hand, it was so very slow. So I hoisted up a barrel and secured the rope below. But in me haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel full of building bricks was heavier than me.
Ooh.
So when I untied the rope, the barrel fell like lead. And clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. While I shot it like a rocket, till to my dismay I found that halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. Well, the barrel broke me shoulder as to the ground it sped, and when I reached the top, I banged the pulley with me head. Though I clung on tight, though numb with shock from this almighty blow, and the barrel spilled out half the bricks 14 floors below. Now, when these bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then outweighed the barrel, and so started down once more. Still clinging tightly to the rope, I sped towards the ground, and I landed on the broken bricks that were all scattered round. Well, I lay there groaning on the ground. I thought I'd passed the worst, when the barrel hit the pulley wheel, and then the bottom burst. While a shower of bricks rained down on me, I hadn't got a hope. As I lie there moaning on the ground, I let go the bloody rope. The barrel then being heavier, it started down once more, and landed right across me as I lay upon the floor. Well, it broke 3 ribs and my left arm, and I can only say that I hope you'll understand why Paddy couldn't come in today.
Amazon knows my needs better than I do usually. This was recommended, and I got it, about the middle of February. I remember being sad because I didn't have much time to practice, and then suddenly I had a lot of time to practice. And I didn't use it as much as I should have. But yeah, what I found while trying to learn this thing is that it ended up being a pretty cool way to worship using an instrument that I had no idea how to use, I'd never heard of before. But yeah, it was a pretty cool way to try to worship the Lord while doing it. So here's a song that hopefully you'll recognize.
you, random citizen.
I love you, Ryan.
I love you too.
I love you, Jeremiah.
Thank you.
Hey now, that's my fiance.
I like your shirt.
Which shirt?
Both of them.
Yes.
Awesome. Yes. All right. Hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ryan Altman. For those of you who do know me, I'm sorry. So, you're probably wondering. You want to introduce yourself, Chairman?
Hi, I'm his roommate. My name is Jeremiah Mitchell.
So, I don't know if you know this about me, but I study Spanish here at Northwestern. And it has grown my comfort level in speaking it that I decided to do something that I wanted to do for a couple of years now, but haven't had the courage to yet. Tonight, I'm going to sing a Spanish song for you guys. I know. And Jeremiah here is going to be our translator. He knows a little bit of Spanish, and we've worked through it only a couple of times, so if it's bad, sorry. So, Wyatt, do you want to hit the music?
Now, Wyatt!
Or not, you can do whatever you want. And if you don't know, this song is the Dance of the Cucumber from VeggieTales. Miren al pepino.
Watch the cucumber.
Ven como se
See
mueve.
how he moves.
Como un
Like a
león
lion.
tras un ratón.
Eating a mouse.
Miren al pepino.
Watch the cucumber.
Que su beso
his motion.
como mantequilla.
Like butter. On a bald monkey. Watch the cucumber.
Los vegetales.
All the vegetables. Envy their friend. Wishing to dance as he. Dancing cucumber. Dancing cucumber. Dancing cucumber. Dance, yeah. Look, watch the tomato.
No, it's
Isn't it sad?
Él no puede bailar.
Can't dance.
Como
Poor tomato. Dance.
Como el pepino.
Like the cucumber.
Libre? Suavemente.
But he can't. Okay, just stop the music. What do you mean I can't dance? I can dance. Don't you remember Uncle Louie's polka party? Don't you remember seeing me dance at Uncle Louie's polka party?
No comprendo, señor.
No comprendo. I'll show you no comprendo.
Roommate drama.
Okay, you can start the music.
Okay, yeah. Escuchen al pepino.
Listen to the cucumber.
Oigan sus voces.
Hear his strong voice.
Como un negro.
Like a lion
Listo algo.
about to eat.
Escuchen al pepino.
Listen to the cucumber.
Que dulce es su
All
canto.
the vegetables.
Que su
Your voice sounds like a voice of little birds.
Los vegetales.
All the vegetables.
Envy
their friend.
No quieren cantar.
Wishing to sing like he.
Pepino canta el do.
Singing cucumber.
Pepino canta el
Singing
do.
cucumber.
Pepino canta
Singing
el do.
cucumber.
Canta ya.
Yeah.
Escuchen al tomate.
Listen to the tomato.
No es triste.
Isn't it sad?
No puedo cantar.
He can't sing.
Pobre tomate.
Poor tomato. He wishes he could sing.
Fuerte, dulce.
Strong and sweet like the cucumber. But he
Pero
can't.
no puede. No, si quiere dar un
He can't even whistle. All right, that's it. Let's come over here. I'm gonna sing you a song.
¡Ay, Dios mío!
Hey, it's me again. So a couple business things. You can leave any time you want to go get more coffee. So that's during the performance. That's okay. Yeah, we got plenty of space to get your seat back, which is nice as well. So I'm gonna sing a couple songs here. I would say I feel like 8% good about both of them. So yeah, we'll give this a go here. Some of you might recognize this one if I play it close enough, but we'll see. In the night when my body slept in my bed, my mind was running through the woods instead. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane, 100 miles an hour to the light. Vagabond dream keeps me through the night, or something like that. Dreaming. Yeah. My mind was running through the woods instead. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane, 100 miles an hour in my head. I need Jonah Twos to join me for this. Yes! Jonah Twos, everybody! Jonah's getting spoken on that. I think I texted him, I don't know, 8 minutes ago. So hey, you want to come up and do this? Now I got to tune down a half step here, so converse for 15 seconds. Stop counting, Thomas. Okay, so this next one is a song by Jason Isbell, who's a very good singer-songwriter. Some people here are very big fans of him. Yeah, shout out Amber, yeah, Brittany, yeah, you bet. Yeah, so he's a good singer-songwriter, kind of country guy, has a cool life story. So the song's called Cover Me Up. Morgan Wallen does a version that you may have heard as well. Yeah, a little problematic. I'm just saying he did his cover, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, so my hands are shaking a little bit because this song is kind of important to my girlfriend Lindsay Hubble and I. So that's me basically getting anything out of the way if I mess this up here. So, but yeah, it's I would encourage you to check out, his first song was Vagabond by Camp, spelled 2 A's, very good folk band, check them out. And I would also encourage you to check out Jason Isbell here. So he wrote the song after he got sober because of the gal that is now his wife and a violin player in his band, because he had been through a lot with some drugs and alcohol. So this is his redemption song. keeps a hand on the gun, can't trust anyone. I was so sure what I needed was more, tried to shoot out the sun. Days when we raced, we flew all the page, such damage was done. I made it through, 'cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. Girl, leave your boots by the bed, we ain't leaving this room. So someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up, I know you're enough to use me for good. Put your faith to the test, test, when I tore off your dress in Richmond on high. Not my song. Also not my line. I sobered up, I swore off that stuff forever this time. And the old lover said I thought it'd be me who helped him get home. The home was a dream, one that I'd never seen till you came along. Girl, hang your dress out to dry, we ain't leaving this home. So Percy Breeze breaks open wide and a river runs through. It carries this house on its stones like a piece of driftwood. So cover me up, I know you're enough to use me for good. Girl, leave your boots by the bed, we ain't leaving this room. So someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up, I know you're enough to use me for good. So cover me up, I know you're enough to use me for good. Thank you very much.
one point or another in approximately a minute or so. There's no shame in covering your ears. The best way to do it, one finger in, press your earlobe to it. There we go. Something is happening. Beauty is at work through pure and selfless acceptance, through everyday transcendence that remedies the chaos. An antidote to the sorrow on this earth for eternity. Music heard so deeply that it is not heard at all. You are the music while the music lasts. Insist on beauty in spite of everything. Decorum. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams! Don't let your dreams! Don't let your dreams do it! You said don't let your dreams do it! Don't let your dreams do it! Don't let your dreams do it! Just do it!
Giving up.
To start, I just want to point out, especially after that performance, it's a little change of pace here. But music has just a lot of power. There's just something about music that can say more than just words. And yeah, I just want us, as you've seen already tonight, and as tonight goes on, just continue thinking about that. I also wrote a little poem using musical language. For Alyssa, my lovely girlfriend. So the title of the poem is Encore. The sound of your existence is the best concert that I've ever witnessed. You've taken a hold of me, and with my heartstrings played a melody. Our never-ending laughter collides, and a beautiful harmony resides. I cling to every word you say. I always long for more, because my soul chants your name, begging for an encore. And she also introduced me to a lovely artist named Ben Platt. Okay, well, I'm not near as good as him, so. I just learned how to play this thing when we got sent home, so don't have too high of expectations. But I'm going to play the song Grow As You Go, or Grow As We Go. Yeah, because one thing I've learned throughout our relationship is that things change and you figure out your mistakes and you just get better, and that's okay, you do it together. So, yeah, here we go.
You say there's so much you don't know. You need to go and find yourself. You'd say you'd rather be alone, 'cause you think you won't find it tied to someone else. Ooh, said it's true that the growing only happens on your own. They don't know me and you. I don't think you have to leave. If the change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can have an eye and flow. And we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. You won't be the only one. I am unfinished, I've got so much left to learn. I don't know how this will run, but I like the company through every twist and turn. Ooh, said it's true that the growing only happens on your own. They don't know me and you. You don't ever have to leave. If the change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can have an eye and flow. We'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. I don't know who we'll become. I can't promise it's not written in the stars. I believe that when it's done, you're gonna see that it was better that we grew up together. Tell me you don't wanna leave. If the change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can have an eye and flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. As we go. Grow as we go.
Love you, Lisa.
Abelard of Bath was a 12th century English natural philosopher. He is known for both his original works and for translating many important Arabic and Greek scientific works of astrology, astronomy, philosophy, alchemy, and mathematics into Latin from Arabic versions, which were then introduced to Western Europe. The oldest surviving Latin translation of Euclid's Elements is a 12th century translation by Abelard from an Arabic version. He is known as one of the first to introduce the Arabic numerical system to Europe. He stands at the convergence of three intellectual schools: the traditional learning of French schools, the Greek culture of southern Italy, and the Arabic science of the East. Abelard's biography is incomplete in places and leaves some aspects open to interpretation. As a result, much of what is ascribed to Abelard is a product of his own testimony. As his name suggests, he claims to have come from the Roman English city of Bath, but how he lived is not entirely known. Despite his extensive travels, by the end of his life, he is thought to have returned to Bath, where he died. Definitive parents of the philosopher are unknown, but Fastred, a tenant of the Bishop of Wells, is noted by scholars as a possible father. His name, Abelard, is of Anglo-Saxon origin, which would have placed him in the subordinate class, status-wise, in 11th century England. It is believed that he left England toward the end of the 11th century for Tours, likely on the advice of Bishop John de Villiers, who had moved to the seat of his bishopric from Wells to Bath in 1090. During his studies in Tours, an anonymous wise man of Tours inspired Abelard with his interest in astronomy to study the science. Abelard later taught at a time at Lyon, leaving Lyon for travel no later than 1109. After leaving Lyon, Abelard describes himself as traveling to southern Italy and Sicily no later than 1116. Abelard also claims extensive travel throughout the lands of the Crusades: Greece, West Asia, Sicily, possibly Spain, Tarsus, Antioch, and possibly Palestine. The time spent in these areas would help explain his fascination with mathematics and his access to Arabic scholars. Nevertheless, his travels are contested by scholars, some of whom speculate that he used references to travel and claims of discourse with Arabs as a cover for original ideas. By 1126, Abelard returned to the West with the intention of spreading the knowledge he had gained about Arab astronomy and geometry to the Latin world. This time of remarkable transition and crusade marked an opportunity for someone to gain valuable influence over the evolution of human history. While the Crusades offered little in the way of a victor, Abelard's non-discriminatory scholarly work inspired him to bring back to England many ancient texts and new questions that would later give rise to an English Renaissance. Again, given the 11th century time period that Abelard was alive, it was understandably difficult for Abelard to have achieved his educational pursuits. In the absence of a printing press and given the weak public literacy rate, books were rare items in medieval Europe, generally held only by royals or Catholic monastic communities. Fittingly, Abelard studied with monks at the Benedictine monastery at Bath Cathedral. Among Abelard of Bath's original works is a trio of dialogues, written to mimic the Platonic style or correspondences with his nephew. The earliest of these is De Oeodem et Diverso, on the same and the different. It is written in the style of a protractic or an exhortation to the study of philosophy. The work is modeled on Boethius's Consolation of Philosophy, evident in Adelard's vocabulary and phraseology. It is believed to have been written near Tours after he had already traveled, though there is no indication that he had traveled past southern Italy and Sicily at the time of writing. The work takes the form of a dramatic dialogue between Philocosmia, who advocates worldly pleasures, and Philosophia, whose defense of scholarship leads into a summary of the 7 liberal arts. Underlining the entire work is the contrast between Philocosmia's perceptible reality and Philosophia's mental concepts. Each section of the liberal arts is divided into 2 parts. Presented first is a description of the allegorical figure representing the art, in which the importance of that art is indicated, followed by a summary of the doctrines of that art, as told by the allegorical figure who is presented as the founder or main proponent of the particular art. The second of this tree, and arguably Adelard's most significant contribution, was his Questions Naturalis, or Questions on Natural Science. It can be dated between 1107 and 1133, as, in the text, Adelard himself mentions that 7 years have passed since his lecturing at schools at Lyon. He chooses to present this work as a forum for Arabic learning, referring often to his experiences in Antioch. He sets out 76 questions in the form of a Platonic dialogue about meteorology and natural science. It was used heavily in schools into and beyond the 13th century, but the teaching on natural things would ultimately be superseded by Aristotle's writing. The text is broken up into 3 parts: on plants and brute animals, on man and on earth, water, air, and fire. No relation after. 2 of the more specific features associated with this text are 1. A preference for reason over authority in matters of science and nature. In other words, seeking solutions via reason and logic rather than through faith. And 2. The use of the literary device of invoking Arab teachings when presenting very controversial topics. For example, that brute animals may possess knowledge and souls. Abelard didn't think that the use of reason to seek knowledge was in any way contradictory with Christian faith in God. The soul is a large part of the dialogue in this text, as On Man discusses a corporeal soul of man, while the final section elaborates on the incorporeal soul of elements and animals. Questions Naturalis appears to have been an immediate success, as it was copied on both sides of the English Channel and was even presented in a pocket format, suggesting that it was meant to be carried around. This concludes the dramatic reading. continue with your regularly scheduled programming.
I'm Spoons. A couple things. I'm singing karaoke.
Sing your new song.
One thing you have to sing with me. That's not a request. That's a demand.
right. So yeah, how is everyone doing? Sounds pretty good. I am gonna sing the song. But before I sing, songs are cool. But before I sing one, I just wanted to point out that we actually have a couple of birthdays. Hospers Hall, Brandon Glasgow. Tomorrow, so you gotta stand up too. So before I start my piece, we're gonna sing happy birthday to these guys. Okay, ready? Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear That was fun. Yeah. Hey, I love you too, Alex. All right. So a little background on my song. So this song is a theme song from an 80s TV show that I've never watched in my life. But when I was at camp one time, I heard the song and I was like, I'm stealing that song. So if you were here freshman year, well, my freshman year, you're a freshman, but my freshman year. Good, not too many of you, because then it would be replayed. But this is the song I sang my freshman year. So, Wyatt, hit it. And sometimes the world looks perfect, nothing to rearrange. Sometimes you just get a feeling like you need some kind of change. No matter what the odds are this time, no, nothing's gonna stand in my way. This flame in my heart, like a lost on friend, is every dark street and light at the end. Standing tall, the wings of our dreams, rise and fall on the wings of our dreams. The rain and thunder, wind and haze, I'm bound for better days. It's my life, my dream, and nothing's gonna stop me now. And sometimes it looks perfect, nothing to rearrange. Sometimes you just get a feeling like you need some kind of change. No matter what the odds are this time, nothing's gonna stand in our way. This flame in my heart, like a long lost friend, keeps every dark street alive at the end. Standing tall on the wings of our dreams, rise and fall on the wings of our dreams. The rain and thunder, wind and haze, I'm bound for better days. It's my life, my dream, and nothing's gonna stop me now.
And boy, my arms are tired. Iowa, huh? They told me all about the amber waves of grain out here. They didn't say anything about the poopy doo-doo smell. I really do love it here in Iowa. I don't know how many of the rest of you feel that Iowa pride tonight. But I sure do. I also love words.
Me too.
I think, Fish came up here and he said that music has a power to speak words that words alone cannot do. They can say things that words cannot. But I also think that there is immense power in words alone. Maybe power that music can't say. Fish? Oh. He's going to write me up now. No, I'd like to start with a piece about why I love words, why I love poetry. It's not written by me, it's written by one of my favorite poets. He was born, I believe, in Brooklyn, New York, the son of Jewish immigrants from Poland, and he lived most of his life in Iowa. And he was the first poet laureate from Iowa, and he wrote a poem called The Three Corners of Reality. One might speak to great length of the three corners of reality: what was seen, what was thought to be seen, and what was thought ought to be seen, and forget it. Or one might argue the relative merits of looking back as opposed to looking forward or looking in on, and in no time be willing to end it. Who has that kind of time to spend? They asked when they had the time to ask. And it seems there was a movie which flickered successfully in behalf of these very questions. Ever the very, very are among us, appearing to ask for our lives, while I give them the right answers. How do you recognize poetry? It looks like poetry. How is prose different from poetry? Prose goes by another name. Why do you write poetry? Because it feels so good, and I freely give samples of my pleasing. So I'd like to give you a sample of my own. This is a piece written by me. If you know me, I was born here in Orange City, but I lived since I was 7 years old in an acreage outside of Altman. It's one of the most important places in my life. And we know very little about the family who owned it before us, except for the fact that they were probably here during the times of the pioneers, and they were named the Wathiers, and the man we bought it from was named John Wathier. And this is a poem that I wrote about John Wathier. The Wathier boys were all dark-haired and dark-eyed. John Jr. and his cousins and his father. Though gray in age now, Grandpa and his father too came from the same dark vein that tattooed them so. Smoking and almond and inky and cursed. The first Wathiers in the country did not fall as they from the tree of the knowledge like those later boys did, and their heads were copper blonde or sandy, and their eyes average. But now here was a bloodline born black and wild anew in the dark waters of Sacrament, the new world in whose fertile sulfur they toiled. Counter in all its parts the coughing breath of England, and the hog-smell castles, and the serfs from whose tame branches they were supposed to fall. John Wathier, son of Ian the Englishman, was the first of his name, and the first of his bloodline, and was dual to the blood of all lines come before, stretching all the way back to Adam. A new blood entire, black and inimical to the anemic red that flowed from the Nile to the Tigris to the Mississippi. Junior took to his father like his father took to the sulfur, and that was that. That was how they would live, and he'd be damned if a confinement or a silo ever saw its foundations laid on Wathier land, but he'd be damned either way, I guess. The story went that John Wathier, first of his name, was a patriot in the wild sense. An immigrant loosed upon a land to whom he truly and once belonged, ripe of color and the smell of salt and quartz, and the evening plays of light and those howling red-skinned spirits who watched him once from a distant pasture, silent like passing gods, with no stock in our world, and our calling of their universe, the West, as if it was not the core, and wrapped in their simple capes, and who kept it all safe as they waited for his second coming. A patriot in the wild, stormy way that so the horses are too. Thank you.
That's my wife!
My name is Gid Fynaardt, the older brother of that guy. He's pretty talented. But Coffeehouse is really important to me because it's sort of an intersection of a lot of parts of my life that are very important. I love music, I love what it can do, I love poetry, I love what it can say, and I love Hospers Hall because how can you not? And I also really, truly, dearly love the friends I've made here at Northwestern College. And they have shaped me in ways I can't even imagine, and I would not be who I am today without them. And so I have a song here by Danny Schmidt, one of my favorite singer-songwriters, and it's about what I care about, so I'm going to sing it for you. When I'm gone, let them toast to all the things that I believed. Let them raise a glass to consciousness and not spill a drop for grief. Let the bubbles rise at midnight, let their tongues get light as thieves. When I'm gone, let them toast to all the things that I believe. I believe in restless hunger. I believe in red balloons. I believe in private thunder. In the end, I do believe. And I believe in inspiration. I believe in lightning bugs. I believe in slow creation. In the end, I do believe. And I believe in ink on paper. I believe in lips on ears. I believe what's shared is savored. In the end, I do believe. But when I'm gone, let them judge me by my company of friends. Let them know me as the footprints that I left upon the sand. Let them laugh for all the laughter and let them cry for laughter's end. But when I'm gone, let them judge me by my company of friends. And I believe in work on Sundays. I believe in raising barns. I believe in wasting Mondays. In the end, I do believe. And I believe in intuition. I believe in being wrong. I believe in contradiction. In the end, I do believe. And I believe in living smitten. I believe all hearts will mend. And I believe our book is written by our company of friends.
sorry. So I guess I'll give a little backstory too. I really hope you guys are having a great time tonight. Really thankful we get to have a place to do this. We didn't get to do it last year, so this is kind of make it for last year, and I'm really thankful that we had such a great crowd. So this song means a lot to me. Has a lot of meaning for me growing up. My parents introduced it to me, and they played it a lot when we drove places. It was on a specific CD that I always asked for. And for a while, I actually forgot kind of the song and kind of my impact that it had on me. Until recently, there's now a meaning that goes behind this song that goes deeper than just the love that my parents showed me. It's the love that I get to show to my fiance right now, who is soon to be my wife. So this song is called "The Way You Look Tonight" by Frank Sinatra. So I'm not gonna sing it because I'm way too nervous to do that. I hope that the way that I speak it still has impact, like we've talked in the last couple of performances about words and their impact. So I'm gonna be speaking it. Hopefully it resonates with you guys as well. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way that you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely, with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There's nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never, never, never change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you. Just the way you look tonight. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you. Just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight. Thank you.
Absolutely hates country music. May I just well, just hope you enjoy. Get out!
I love that.
That old phone line, 2:39 a.m. when I got the call. Half asleep, thought it was a dream, but it wasn't after all. That old dog of yours, sitting on the porch, waiting for you to come home. Little doesn't know that you won't be walking through that door. I just leave him alone, 'cause letting go don't come that easily. Most of the time I can get by, it's just a little hard on me. But I'm getting used to that old truck of yours, sitting out in the drive. I'm getting used to you not being
church on Sunday night. I'm getting used to the radio playing without you singing along. I'll never get used to you being gone. That old rocking chair sitting over there, it don't rock no more. And that old 6-string ain't played a thing in a while since it's hummed a chord. I just leave them alone, 'cause I can go, don't come that easily. Most of the time I can get by just a little hard on me, but I'm getting used to that old truck of yours sitting out in the drive. I'm getting used to you not being there on church on Sunday night. I'm getting used to the radio playing without you singing along. I'll never get used to you being gone. Now there's a lot of things in this whole world I can stand, but when it comes to losing you, I just can't. But I'm getting used to that old truck of yours sitting out in the drive. I'm getting used to you not being there on church on Sunday night. I'm getting used to the radio playing without you singing along. I'll never get used to you being gone. Being gone.
Who said, too vast and too vast. One moment. I was right. Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half shrunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear: my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains round that colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone and level sands stretch far away. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, hello. So we are the Basement Boys, aka the Basement Bros. Yeah, this will be our 3rd year in a row performing at Hospers Coffeehouse, and not to brag, but we performed some freaking bangers for you guys. First year we did In the Pits and 10,000 Candles in the Wind by Andy Dwyer. Last year we did an adapted version of In the Jungle, and this year we have just another classic for you guys. And we've been practicing like since last year, right? Yeah, like for about a year we've just been practicing every night. Before we get into the song, we just want to give you guys a little bit of background of like why we formed this band and who we are. And it all starts in the great dome of Hospers, of course, right? You know, when somebody walks into Hospers, you know, they get to first floor and they're just like, oh my gosh, this is like all these cool, like, just sayings on the walls. They got this theme of the pilgrimage. They're going on this pilgrimage. You know, you get to second floor and they're like, wow, they have a really weird obsession with Bob Ross. Like really weird one. And then you get to third floor and they're like, wow, they attempted to bring a beach to Orange City. Like that's, and then usually that's it. And then the basement is always forgotten. And yeah, you know, you ask them about the basement, they're like, oh, that's where people go to isolate themselves, and it's kind of scary down there. You're wrong. We are the foundation of Hospers. It's upon, it's upon the stability that we build in the basement that the other floors can have the communities that they have. And nobody knows about this, so we decided to form this band to show you guys who we are, so you guys can see the Basement Bros. But yeah, before we get into the song, we just got to remember those who have fallen, the original members of the band, Micah Van Beek and Noah Carmen, who sadly weren't able to be here. And I thought I was going to have to say a third name for tonight, an original member that can't be here, but to my surprise, an alumni of Northwestern who graduated in December walked through the doors, and yeah, he has no idea about this, but I would like all of us to encourage Nolan Baird. Thank you for joining us. God, what a pleasure. Okay, only rule we got is you guys sing along. So Isaiah Lee is going to give us a cue, and then enjoy.
Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong.
Mad Daddy, woo!
Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Say no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. I see this life like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing sign, stick it out and you shall find. Oh, but I'm not that old, young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think they were this old, I don't think it was control. And I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. And I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. I couldn't lie, couldn't lie, couldn't lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Say no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Baby, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Say no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. We'll be counting stars. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. I've been dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Say no more counting dollars, we'll be baby. Baby, I've been losing sleep, saying about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Say no more counting dollars. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Take that money, watch it burn. The shaking was because of the caffeine. I was not nervous. Okay?
like rap, and and I cannot finish a song, nor am I very good at rapping on a beat. So this is a verse that I wrote though, and so I'm just gonna rap it a cappella, and Nate's gonna drop me in.
With the new deal for the old me, see the review for the roast me, got me feeling like I'm so free cause the God I finally sold me. Used to mess around with a chance, do a dance like a phone with a prince. Wishing I could kill it in the moment, but I live in the past, so I got the gas, no mask, I'ma light it up. Relentless questions, they wrestle me restless, I'm feeling tested and pested, but know that my best is ahead of me like I was destined. Investing, me, blessing, no messing. Oppressing, lethal Smith and Wesson, see me coming, they so ain't confessing like I'm forever close to think that you know it ain't nothing but a blessing and a curse. Never regret, except for when I was let my fears get ahead of me, ain't no telling how far that I'm getting, cause ain't no quitting, just living. As soon as I'm in it, I hit it, a ribbon, and finish the mission, no sipping, clipping, I'm coming for it all so you can fall back. Rip.
Hope you've been enjoying yourself tonight. So we got one last performance here for you. We'll need to take a little bit of time to set up. So you probably got like 7, 8, 9 minutes or something like that. So if you want to go grab a cup of coffee, you can. Also, you can open like after the show if you want to go grab one too. So just hold on tight, and we'll be back shortly with some family band. We are Family Band. So first things first, we want to make sure we sound good here, so we're going to get a little tuning going. So let's get a tuning here, guys. All right? Something's off. Wait. Oh, I know. Hey, we're gonna keep the energy up here, but we gotta take a minute. I need everyone to make as much noise as possible for Wyatt Woggy. Wyatt hates attention being brought to himself, but you guys don't know how many hours he's put in making this happen. When you see him, make sure you tell him thanks. A lot of what we're able to do tonight is only because of him. Because Lord knows I'm true.
Yeah, like snapping. Yeah, you figured that out pretty easily. Yeah, cool.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. I feel older than the trees, younger than the mountains, glowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place. can sing along if you know it. But here we go. We still feeling good? Got time for one more? This is a tradition. It's not your first time. We always end with this. So yeah, thanks again for coming. Appreciate you showing up and having a good time with us. Reminder, grab some coffee on the way out. Enjoy some fellowship here for a while.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let your love into the world.
Thank you.